Okay, so this is a short introduction to the Race Series Manager, designed to collect data and manage the memory cards for a whole race series. So the software can be found in our software suite under Race Technology Software, Race Series Manager, or I've created a shortcut on my desktop down here. So open up the software, it asks for a password. To contact Race Technology for the password, and we'll provide that for you. So the first thing it asks to do is click to add. So this is to add a definition file. So the definition file sets out the number of competitors, the competitor names, the entry number, and the stage name, the number of stages. So here we can have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, but you generally only ever use 1. So click to add, and now it's looking for this definition file. So for an example, which I've got set up here in my customer files directory in my OneDrive, I've created a directory called example, and in here I have an entry list and the definition file creator that's provided by Race Technology. So OneDrive is recommended to be used, or Google Drive, so the data can be automatically backed up online and also shared between multiple users all at the same time. So the event definition creator, which I have open here, so this is wanting the team numbers, the competitor name, and the stages, and also the main directory name. So for this one, we'll call it data underscore example. Stages, now it's recommended that these are kept very short. So if you write qualifying, this will be used in the file naming, which appears very long in the analysis software. So you want to keep these short, so like P1 for practice 1, P2 for practice 2, Q for qualifying, R1, and R2. Now I've got an entry list open, so here you can just copy the team numbers and team names. So now we've got everything needed to create the definition file. So down at the bottom here you can see we've got 2 tabs. On the second tab, output, you just want to copy the whole of column A. So now to create the definition file, you need to create a new file. So if you right click in the area that you want to create the definition file, and select text document, so create new text document, this is creating a new file. So for example, I could rename this file to be JPG, so it's a picture, and now it's a picture, but obviously there's nothing inside it. So just to be clear, because this has caused some confusion, by default it's a text document, and we need to change these last 3 digits to be .def, D-E-F. So this creates a new file, a new definition file, and I'll call the file example. So now we have a .def file on the computer. So I'm going to right click and edit this definition file and paste. I'll just go back, right click and paste all of column A into this new file, and if I close it, it asks me to save and click yes. So going back to the Race Series Manager, click to add definition file. So up here at the top you can see the definition file has been found, and it's just in my OneDrive directory. So under example here, the definition file. If I just do it again to be clear on this point, if I rename this file to be .txt, the software is not able to find the file, so you need to ensure the file ends in .def. So now you can see the file. So once the definition file is loaded in, you can click on the button and you can see all of the competitors added into the definition file. Clicking on each competitor, you'll see all the stages. So here P1, P2, qualifying, race 1, race 2. So now if we go back to the data directory, you can see no directories have currently been set. If I actually minimize this so we can see the directories and the race series manager at the same time, so for go back as an example, so if we go on Boat 99 Dubai, practice 1, and this competitor didn't start DNS, so I'll set a DNS on this one. The writing is now gone from bold to italic, and it's also grayed out. And now if we look on this side, we can see a directory has been created, and inside here I have a failure reason, and in here it tells me DNS. So that's generally how it works. Now to create all the directories, I go back to the start, right click, so right clicking on this button enables you to remove the definition file if you want to delete it, edit the text file, so if you did just want to edit something quickly like change a competitor number, this is where you do it. Open data directory, so if you wanted to just find the location on the computer, then it will automatically open up the data directory, and finally generate all directories. So when I click on this, if you now look on here, all of the data directories have been created. So if you are now wishing to share all the data with the teams, this is where you do it. So for example, if we want to share this directory here, I right click wherever you share using the Google Drive or OneDrive or SharePoint, whichever platform you're using, and then just share the directory. The software will automatically store the data in these directories, but as long as the main directory is shared, then there's no need to share the directory again, or any subdirectories. All the subdirectories will be automatically shared. So now, if I show you, for example, so I have a memory card in the computer. So this is if you imagine this is taken directly from the data logger. So this is say boat 3. Boat 3, and this is the practice data. Copy data from card, it will automatically show you the available data on the memory card. If any of these files are not needed, so the very small files, you can deselect them. But if this is all the data from the session, then copy files and move the files on SD card to copy directory. So now if we go here in the raw data for P1, you can see that the file's been automatically renamed as practice1, vote 3, and then the first few characters of the team name. And then on the memory card, if we go to the memory card now, we can see the data has been moved and put in a copy directory. So it's backed up and saved on the memory card, but next time, so if we go to the next session and click copy data from memory card, no data appears available because this is already being copied.